Good evening, everyone. Happy Saturday evening, April 18, 2020. I'm Riley King, and welcome to this evening edition of the Riley King Newscast, right here on the Riley King Network. We have a lot of news to get to this Saturday evening, so let's begin. First up, one additional death linked to COVID-19 reported in New Hampshire Saturday. Death toll now 38. Officials with Department of Health and Human Services announced 56 new positive tests. New Hampshire officials announced on Saturday that one additional person in the state has died of COVID-19, bringing the total death toll to 38. The death was a female resident of Hillsborough County who was 60 years of age or older. Officials with the Department of Health and Human Services announced 56 new positive tests, bringing the total number of cases in New Hampshire to 1,342. Officials say 513 patients have recovered and 791 cases are active. DHHS indicated that 2 of the new cases are in males under the age of 18. The new cases resided in Hillsborough, 26 including 21 in Manchester and 5 in Nashua, Rockingham 16, Stratford 8, Merrimack 3, Cheshire 1, Grafton 1, and Sullivan County 1. Now let's take a look at your COVID-19 in New Hampshire, what you need to know. Let's take a look at the numbers. And I will show you those numbers right now. And here's a look at those numbers as you can see. There are 1,287 number of people in New Hampshire who have tested positive for COVID-19. 684,920 number of people in the United States who have tested positive. 37 number of deaths from COVID-19 in New Hampshire. 190 number of people who have been hospitalized with COVID-19 in New Hampshire. And 34,614 number of deaths from COVID-19 in the United States. This map of New Hampshire shows where the cases of COVID-19 are in towns and cities. In Nashua, there are 117 cases. And the graph here shows new cases each day in New Hampshire. In the purple, daily new positive COVID-19 cases. In the orange, new hospitalizations. And in the red are the deaths. And I'll show you that graph right now. And again, a reminder, your common symptoms are fever, cough, and difficult breathing. And how it spreads. And prevention tips. Coronavirus updates. Italy, daily death toll lowest in nearly a month. The cases in the U.S. have topped 700,000. More than 2.2 million people have been diagnosed with the novel coronavirus worldwide as the spread of the virus continues. The global coronavirus death toll stands at more than 154,000, according to data compiled by the Center for Systems Science and Engineering at Johns Hopkins University. The actual numbers, however, are believed to be much higher. Many cities and states have begun continuing probable death caused by COVID-19, including New York City, the epicenter for the disease in the United States. The U.S. has more cases and deaths than any other country in the world, with at least 715,000 and 37,625, respectively. Today's biggest developments: U.S. cases surpassed 700,000. Illinois food plant to close after outbreak. New Jersey reports 1,530 deaths at long-term care facilities. And today's deaths in Massachusetts exceed 1,500. Plane brings more than 500,000 face masks to New Hampshire. Another shipment of more than 500,000 face masks has arrived in New Hampshire. A Boeing 737 carrying about 540,000 medical-grade masks from China landed at Manchester-Boston Regional Airport on Saturday. Governor Chris Sununu, Senator Jeanne Shaheen, U.S. Rep. Chris Pappas, New Hampshire businessman Dean Kamen, and Boeing CEO Dave were on hand for the delivery. Sununu said the mask will be distributed for free in the coming days. Hundreds of different locations, whether they're doctors, dentists, folks on the front line, even folks in private sectors, as they make their requests to the state. We can kind of praise it out, make sure that everyone has something, Sununu said. Saturday's shipment was part of a deal put together by K-Man, who helped the state acquire 91,000 pounds of personal protective equipment last weekend. Boeing covered the transportation cost on Saturday's shipment, which arrived on a corporate jet. The company said it was the first of what it hopes are similar transport missions to come. We had a crew on board here, tens thousands miles, 25 hours. They put their heart and soul in it, said Boeing CEO. We can't thank them enough, Sununu said on a Boeing. That is exactly how this stuff is getting done. And what is getting done is making sure that PPE and vital supplies are going right to New Hampshire and right to the frontline workers, those who need it most. Members of the New Hampshire National Guard helped unload the boxes of masks. They then trucked them off to a secured facility where the masks will be held until they're handed out. This is such an incredible need, but this is what a solution looks like, Pappas said. Another mass PPE shipment is expected to arrive by the end of the month. State emergency management officials said that the shipment should have upwards of 100,000 medical gowns. More testing needed before states implement Trump's reopening guidelines, experts say. I don't think any place is ready to start right now. While the White House on Friday insisted that the United States has the testing capacity to begin reopening the economy in certain states under the administration's new guidelines, some public health experts warned that the country still lacks adequate testing to track and contain potential coronavirus outbreaks. Vice President Mike Pence and the administration's top health officials said the United States has conducted roughly 3.7 million diagnostic tests, roughly 120,000 a day, and argued that the U.S. has the infrastructure to improve testing, capital C. And that is it for this evening edition of the Riley King Newscast, right here on the Riley King Network. Thank you for watching this Saturday evening edition. I'll see you back here tomorrow for another newscast. Have a great night and goodbye.